This story started with one call to KCTV5 by a man who wanted us to look into a contractor out of Eudora. As we dug into Louis Aubrey's business practices, that one call unraveled into many, many more.
You know, we planned on having an oasis.
When Dan Gillio and his wife started building their dream home in 2022, they wanted a backyard to be the focal point of the 3.5-acre property. What they got was anything but.
My wife can't even look out the back door.
Gillio hired Louis Aubrey, owner of KC Pool Solutions, to deliver on his vision, a 37 by 16-foot pool with a depth of 8 feet.
The entire house was built to where every room on the back of the house had a direct access to the pool.
The Air Force veteran paid Aubrey $45,000 to start excavation. Work began, but then it just stopped. Gillio says Aubrey was full of excuses.
He'd say, hey, you know, it's too wet, you know, it's too hot, I can't have my people out there.
That planned oasis, nothing but a huge hole that sat untouched for months. So dangerous, the Gillios couldn't even enjoy their patio.
If you can't do the job, just let me know and I'll find somebody else to do the job.
Gillio says Aubrey assured him he would finish the job, but he didn't. Instead, the couple paid someone to fill the hole, and then they contacted KCTV5. What do you call him?
Screw us, Louis.
That's his nickname?
A very fitting name for us.
We started our investigation by first checking the status of KC Pool Solutions on the Kansas Secretary of State's website. What we quickly found was Louis Aubrey has a history of opening and closing different contractor businesses. Records show in 2016, Aubrey formed Anything is Possible Contracting. Aubrey lost that license 2 years later. In 2019, he started Kill Creek Post and Beam. That license was forfeited in 2023. In 2021, Aubrey founded KC Pool Solutions. That license also expired in 2023.
These people have to be stopped.
Mark Mueller has nothing nice to say about Aubrey. He sued him and his wife, Laura, in 2022 for $200,000 over a barn the couple never built. At the time, Aubrey was operating under Kill Creek Post and Beam.
I thought it was just incompetence, and I learned very quickly that it was not incompetence, just dug a hole and that was it.
The parties settled out of court. Mueller paid someone else to build the barn. He says he's never gotten a dime from the Aubreys.
If it was just me, I would, okay, but it's everybody. It's person after person.
That would appear to be the case.
That second payment.
We found Dion and Scott Hobson through an online review they left when Aubrey was running Anything is Possible Contracting. They say he was a charmer at first.
He seemed charismatic. He seemed like he knew what he was doing.
The Hobsons hired Aubrey in 2016 to renovate a bed and bath at a home they were trying to sell.
He would show up sporadically, maybe once a week, and then be gone for a couple of weeks.
Sound familiar? Like Gillio and Mueller, Aubrey started the work but never finished it, leaving the Hobsons out nearly $40,000.
He's just taking advantage of a system that allows him to continue doing what's easy for him.
KCTV5 filed an open records request, asking the state of Kansas for consumer complaints involving Louis Aubrey and his 3 businesses. We found at least 9 complaints from 2016 to 2022, most of them in Johnson County. Aubrey accused of taking nearly $500,000 from customers. He and his wife have also been named in a number of civil suits, some still ongoing. While looking through those civil suits, we learned back in March of this year, a Douglas County judge signed an order of injunction forbidding Louis Aubrey from doing any contractor work in the state of Kansas. Zach Summers, KCTV5. I'm looking for Louis Aubrey. Aubrey didn't answer the door, but we eventually talked on the phone. He denied all wrongdoing, saying he never abandoned any jobs. They quit me, were his exact words.
It is frustrating.
Johnson County District Attorney Steve Howe pursued criminal charges against Aubrey in 2018. However, he was forced to drop the charges following a ruling from the state's Court of Appeals limiting prosecutors' use of criminal statute in contractor disputes.
The court came down and said if it's a contractual dispute between 2 parties, There had to be more than just me giving you money.
Howell's office is now investigating Aubrey and KC Pool Solutions under the Consumer Protection Act, a likely lengthy investigation, Howell says, that will require proof of some kind of deceptive commercial practice.
Shoddy workmanship is not covered under the Consumer Protection Act. And so it's a gray area that's not covered by state statute.
Whether it was work on a house, a barn, or pool, the Gillio, Hobson, and Muller families say Louis Aubrey turned their dream plans into nightmares. They don't expect to ever see their money, but they do share this warning.
If you see this guy and he's sitting in your living room telling you what a great job he's going to do, run.
Believe it or not, while we were investigating Louis Aubrey, he registered a new business with the Kansas Secretary of State's office. That business name, Kill Creek Spec Built LLC. Aubrey told us it is for a personal home build. So we contacted the Secretary of State asking how someone prohibited from doing business in Kansas is allowed to register an LLC. A spokesperson told us they are a filing office and are required to file documents that meet statutory requirements. Now, when we reached out to the Douglas County DA, the agency that filed that injunction, a spokesperson told us right now they're not at liberty to comment on any active investigations or potential litigation related to this matter. Zach Summers, KCTV 5 News.